What's up, Lakers fans?
What up, Laker fam?
Laker fans!
Let's go, Lakers!
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go!
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'.
But it's purple, hard as gold, baby.
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that can stop us.
LA, I got us. Who with me?
let's roll.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling go, hurling go.
Some dying's on my way to the
Slam dunk.
gonna hate her like who
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like, Laker fans like, LA be like.
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that can stop us. We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'.
It's all purple and gold, baby. It's all purple and gold.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Lakers crew. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold, baby. It is and always will be. Lakers over everything. Lakers Nation, salute to all of you. Welcome to Lakers Over Everything. Happy Mamba Day. It's August 24th, so you know what that means. Mamba Day, Mamba Day, Mamba Day. Happy Mamba Day to all of you. Lakers Nation, man, we are here to celebrate. And we're going to have a good time tonight, man. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time, all right? Again, happy Mamba Day to all of you. We got some big news today on Mamba Day. We got Vanessa Bryant. Yes, Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife. She graced us with her presence today, and she announced that the Kobe statue will be unveiled, next year. February 8th, 2024. That's 2/8/24. Of course, those numbers, hold major significance to Vanessa, to Kobe, to the entire Lakers Nation. 2 being the number of Gianna Bryant. 8 and 24, of course, those are Kobe's historic, legendary Hall of Fame numbers. Yes, Hall of Famer is number 8. Hall of Famer is number 24. Yes, you put them all together. 2/8/24. That will be the unveiling of the Kobe Bryant statue. Yes. Out in front of Crypto.com Arena, Staples Center. Call it what you want to call it. I'm going to call it the house that Kobe built. Yes, that's the house that Kobe built. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. It's only August, but can we fast forward to February 2024 already? I cannot wait for that. That's going to be a historic moment. Everybody, if you're in LA, everybody get out there, man, and let's show, let's be out there, man. Let's be out there. Let's be strong, and let's show love to Kobe Bryant, man, during that special moment. It's going to be an amazing moment. Again, I cannot wait. Again, that takes place next year, February 8th, 2024. So go ahead, save the date. Start the countdown now, man, because that's going to be a historic moment for the Lakers and for the city of Los Angeles. That's what Kobe Bryant did, man. He brought a city together, a city with so much going on, right? There's so many things to do in LA. So many, just whatever, so many different nationalities, so many different races, so many different backgrounds, so many different social statuses. You got the rich, the richest of the rich here, right? And you got the poorest of the poor. But Kobe brought us all together. It didn't matter if you were black, white, Hispanic, Asian. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you were rich or poor. We all came together to cheer for Kobe Bryant. 20 years in the purple and gold, the only franchise he ever played for, man. And this is his city. This is his city. And, that's what today's all about, coming together on 8/24, August 24th, coming together and celebrating Kobe. Yes, we miss Kobe. Yes, he's gone too soon, but we're not going to be down. We're going to celebrate the good times that Kobe brought us, 20 years of greatness that Kobe brought us, man, and his mentality, that Mamba mentality. We have the opportunity to, pay our respects to Kobe each and every day by living that Mamba mentality, allowing that Mamba mentality to live through all of us, man. So that's what I try to do to show greatness to Kobe. And I hope you guys are doing, that's what I try to do to show my love and respects to Kobe. And I hope you guys are doing the same. So yes. Once again, happy Mamba Day. Just wanted to come on here and wish you guys all that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, yesterday was Kobe Bryant's birthday. So happy birthday, Kobe Bryant. And we miss you. But like I said, each and every day we're going to live, we're going to be our greatest, and we're going to possess that Mamba mentality. That's how we're going to honor Kobe, and that's how we're going to show him that we miss him. All right. Step Back Fam says, Happy Mamba Day, Lakers Nation. Happy Mama's Day. Happy Mamba Day to you as well, Step Back Fam. Young, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, man. Happy Mama Day to you, Young. We ran into you a little earlier with that tragic news of Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda. Man, still can't grasp that. But yeah, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. Of course, we had a live stream going on earlier over on a little cross promotion here. We had a live stream going on earlier over on our wrestling channel, the Murphy Family WWE. And we got that news and we went on there to talk about that. Sad moment. Only 36 years old, but rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Man. That's tough. But yeah, man. Again, we are here celebrating Mamba Day. Yes, young. That is true. We lost Bray and Kobe way too young, man. Way too young. But hey, let's do. This is the opportunity to don't take life for granted, man. Don't take life for granted. It doesn't matter who you are. We all can face tragedy and be gone. Just like that at the snap of a finger, even at a young age. Bray Wyatt was only 36 years old, man. Kobe was young, right? Yes, he was old in basketball years, 2 decades, 20 years, but he was young. He was young and had a lot of life to live, and neither of them are here. So as fans of both of them, again, let's dedicate ourselves to greatness. The days that we have, every day is not promised. So each and every day that we wake up in the morning, let's dedicate ourselves to being great. Whatever that is, on your job, in your studies, as a spouse, as a father, as a mother, as whatever you're doing in life, be the best that you can be at it. Again, because we got to witness one Kobe Bryant do that. For 20 years, and he's not here to do it anymore. So let's carry that legacy on. Let's continue that legacy on. That's the greatest thing we could do as Kobe fans. And I think Kobe would tell you the same thing if he was here today. He was preaching that message of Mamba mentality, having that Mamba mentality. So let's do that. Yeah, Young, you're right, man. Let me put that on the screen. Love your loved ones. Life's not fair and it's too short. That is a fact, Young. So thanks for saying that, man. And that's true, man. Love your loved ones, all right? Yeah, because you never know. You never know. Kobe left his daughters, right? He took one with him. But he left some behind, and you just never know. You never know. All right. So again, we're not going to be sad. We're going to be happy. We're going to be excited. We're going to have a zest for life today. We're all alive. If you're here watching this video, if you're watching the replay, you're alive. So do something great with the time that you have. Do something great today. All right. Once again, happy Mama Day 2024. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. A lot of news going on today. And yeah. But again, February 8th, 2024, if you didn't hear, if you didn't know, if you don't know, that's when the Kobe statue will be unveiled out in front of crypto.com arena, Staples Center, the house that Kobe built. And I can't wait for that, man. I'm super excited about that. That's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. What else we got, man? Okay. So what is this? We're at the end of August. Oh, man, Lakers basketball will be here before you guys know it, man. It'll be here. I know it's a little ways away, but it'll be here before you know it. That schedule dropped last week. And man, the Lakers have a tough schedule. Out the gates, they have a tough schedule. It's going to be a tough year, night in and night out. It's going to be a grind this year, man. It's going to be a grind. The West is deep. Yeah, young man. October is preseason. Yes. That'll be here before you know it. It really will be. And I can't wait, man. I cannot wait for it. But yeah, it's going to be a tough ride this year, man. Again, the West is deep. To be honest, I don't see any team, I don't see nobody winning. Let's say I think the curve will be like 55 games in the West, man. That's how deep it is, man. I don't see someone winning 60 plus games, like we saw last year in the West. I really don't, man. Teams are deep, teams are good, but we're right there with them, man. We got this young depth, and I'm super excited, super excited to put all this together. We had a heck of an offseason, right? Rob Pelinka was in his bag this offseason, did his thing this offseason. And hey, man, that's another shout out to Kobe. Um, Kobe is a gift that Rob is a gift that Kobe left us, right? We know without Kobe, Rob wouldn't have the job that he has as the Lakers, president of basketball ops. So we know Kobe put that word in. Rob managed Kobe his career, for the bulk of his career, and Kobe got Rob that job. So that's another gift that Kobe left us, and now we're seeing Rob have that Mamba mentality, with that roster that he put together this year, that lineup he delivered this year on our quest to championship banner number 18. Young man, I hear you 82-0. Let's get it, man. Let's go. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And let's dive right in, man. Young asked the question. Think we can win 47 to 59 games? I have us right there at around 50, right? I do. I have us right there at around 50. And to be honest, I think that'll be enough to secure like a top four seed indeed. But like I said, I don't see any team winning, more than 60 games. I think the high this year, because the West is so deep, might be like 57, 58 games. So again, the Lakers winning 50. I know some people said 55. My guy, Empire Jeff, he said 55. If the Lakers can pull that off, then man, I think they'll be a top, one of the top two teams in the Western Conference. Now it's not all about the standings, with the Lakers. It's just about getting in, right? And you just want to finish in those top 6 seeds. We don't want to be a play-in team, right? You guys are familiar with that. You know how that seeding works. So we want to crack that top 6. And I for sure think that we have the roster. I for sure think that we will. I think we'll be a top four seed in the West. So one of the premier teams in the Western Conference, right? We know last year it was a struggle, right? Playing game. We started out with that tough record, and every game, counted last year. And I think it's going to be no difference this year because the Lakers finished as a playing team, as the 7th seed. But we were two games out of 6, 5, 4. So a few games from dodging the play-in altogether. And I think it's going to be just as tight this year. And that's why I'm excited about our young talent. We got some young guys to throw out there on the court. So LeBron, if LeBron misses some games again, LeBron going into year 21. So we can't expect him to play 82 games anymore. So now I think we're in a more prime position to where we'll be okay, and we can kind of ride that wave. We can kind of we'll be okay when LeBron is not out on the court. So again, that depth is huge. So again, shout out to Rob Pelinka with that, man. But yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Young says, hope Grizzlies don't be that stop team again. Well, the Grizzlies got it tough too, right? They got Marcus Smart over there, they got D Rose over there, but they're going to be without Ja Morant to start the season. So we'll see how they handle that. It's going to be tough for them. It's going to be tough for them, man. It's going to be tough for all the teams in the West, man. Denver. Shout out to Denver. They're the champs. So it is what it is. I got them at the top, but I think we're gonna knock them off their throne. That's just a 1-year ride. And then Phoenix, we know what Phoenix did, but we'll see. It's tough. They got to throw all that stuff together. Chemistry is something that I think the Lakers have much better chemistry. I know we got some new pieces as well, but we do have a nice solid core there of guys coming back, in AD and Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt and D'Angelo Russell. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But we'll have more time to talk about all that. We're celebrating Kobe. We're talking about everything tonight, man. It's going down, man. It's gonna be fun. Lakers in 5. What up? What up? What up? What up, bro? Salute to you. Happy Mamba Day to you. Happy Mamba Day to you. Step back, fam. Again, happy Mama Day to you. Yeah, it says happy Mama Day, Lakers Nation. So happy Mama Day to you. I hope you enjoyed your Mama Day, man. And yeah, as we reflect, we're remembering Kobe Bryant. Thankful for the 20 years of greatness that he blessed us with, blessed us with Lakers Nation, and bless the city of LA with, bless the NBA with, bless the world with, man. He was a gift, a treasure, salt of the earth, to this world. So shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant, man. Shout out to Kobe. Young says, Suns big three, you think it's weak? Bradley, Booker, KD. They're not weak. Those are some good players, but I just don't know how they're all going to come together. Bradley Beal having to be the point guard, being the primary point guard. We'll see how it all works, man. We'll see. And then there's only one ball to go around, so we'll see. I'm not going to count them out or say it's not going to work or say that they're not a threat, because they are. Those are some good players, but their depth is an issue. They did do a solid job at filling out the roster with the limited assets that they had. Financially, they didn't have anything. All they could offer was vet minimum contracts, and they did a pretty solid job, pretty decent job in doing so. So we'll see how it all plays out. I know one thing: training camp will be here before we know it, and we could stop speculating and we could get to it, right? Like you said earlier, October will be here before you know it, man, and we'll be able to witness all this. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about Phoenix, see what they are, but I'm excited to see our Lakers beat them, right? I think the Lakers can beat the Grizzlies. And do you think we can beat the Nuggets? Yeah, I'm not worried about the Grizzlies, Don. You saw what we did to the Grizzlies last year. Now, of course, they'll get Steven Adams back. Marcus Smart, that's a huge addition. So we'll see. We'll see how the Grizzlies look. Will they take a step forward? Will they take a step backwards? Of course, they'll be without Ja. That's the major thing, to see how they do without Ja Morant. That'll be big. Now, last year they were decent without Ja, but that point. I forgot his name. Help me if you remember his name. But they lost the point guard. Their backup point guard. They lost him, but again, they got Marcus Smart in there. So we'll see. We'll see how they ride it out, man. Do I think we can beat the Nuggets? I think the Nuggets pose the greatest threat to us in the West. It's going to be tough, man. But I'd say this, man. I know the Nuggets swept us, but we were right there with them. Those games were a lot closer than that 0-4 sweep, tells you it was, right? We were right there. You had some heroic performances, not even by Jokic. Jokic was the best player in the NBA last year, best player in the playoffs. He took his game up even higher in the playoffs. So I'm not even taking away from him, but like Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is excellent, but he had some heroic performances, some heroic fourth quarters, right? And, we all know D'Lo fell off the map. If D'Lo just plays like his normal self, not even asking for a heroic performance, but just be his normal self, make the shots, those normal shots that he was making throughout the regular season, just be normal, right? I think that series is a lot different. So, we got a lot more depth, now this year. A guy like a Gabe Vincent, if D'Lo is off, you throw Gabe out there. We just saw what Gabe did in the playoffs. He's not scared at all. Rui Hachimura, another year of him. I know he shot insane from three. And his game really went crazy during the playoffs. But if you look at Rui's stats, that's what he does. He's a playoff guy. He steps up during the playoffs. Go back and look at his stats in DC and everything else. So it wasn't a fluke. So I think he's going to be better. He got the contract this year. We already know Austin Reeves. So yeah, if I had to put him, I think we can beat Denver. Now it's a long season. So let's play this season out, and then we'll cross that bridge when it comes. But I like our chances. I like our chances against anybody in the league. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, a fun season. We'll be here all season long to talk all about it, man. I can't wait. And also, I went to my first Lakers game since he passed. Okay. Which game was that? I'm happy you were able to get out there for that, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough walking in that building, and knowing, that's the house that Kobe built, and he's no longer with us. Especially when you look up and see that 8 and 24 hanging in the rafters, man. And soon, we're gonna see a statue. We're gonna be walking past a statue as we walk into crypto.com arena. So yeah, man. I definitely feel Kobe's presence every single time I step into that building. But yeah, okay. So you said Lakers versus Blazers. Okay, you went to that January 31st, 2020. Okay. Um, oh, you went to that game. That's what you're saying. You went to that game. That was Kobe's last game. Yeah, I was in there also, man. I was in there also. Not Kobe's last game, the last time that we saw Kobe. He was at that game. I remember that, and yeah, yeah. It was or no, sorry, that was against Dallas, right? Yeah, Kobe's last appearance. That was against Dallas. But you're saying that's the game you went to. Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to think, get my dates together. All right, sorry, again, it's been a long day, a lot of news going on. Um, yeah, sorry, my dates aren't my math ain't mathing right now, if you will. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to get out there. And nevertheless, again, back to the point I was making, every time you step into that building, it's you remember Kobe every time, man. Every time. CK, what it do? What it do, bro? Big Baby Sports is in the building, man. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Salute to you. Of course, Big Baby did have Lakers governor, the one and only, her Highness, uh, uh, Jeannie Buss. She graced his channel, so make sure you guys go check out that interview, man. A great interview. Definitely go check that out. Definitely. But yeah, man, it's yeah, definitely. It's definitely Kobe's house, and you feel it every time you walk in there, right? You feel it every time I see you just change your profile picture. I love it. Happy Mamba Day. Yeah, definitely the house that Kobe Bryant built. And I can't wait to see that statue sitting out there, man. They need to go ahead and name the arena after him. Go ahead and change that thing up and call it Kobe Bryant Arena. I would love that. Love that, man. We got so many Kobe Bryant moments, man. I would love for you guys to what's some of your favorite Kobe moments? Yeah, drop that in the chat, man. Drop that in the chat. I would love to hear some of your favorite Kobe moments. Again, we had 20 years of Kobe, man. So many moments. It's so hard to choose from. But I would love to hear it, man. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. And also the stream is open if you want to come on here and share it on screen, or share your just whatever you want to say on Mamba Day, man. The stream is open. But yeah, some of my favorite moments, man. Of course, how about the there you go. I like that right there. The Mamba Center. That'll be fire. I love it. They need to go ahead and change it, man. The crypto it doesn't have the ring or the flair to it. Not at all. So yeah, go ahead and change that thing up, man. I like that. The Mamba Center. That's fire right there. I like it a lot, man. But yeah, we're talking some of some of your favorite Kobe Bryant moments. Let's see. Step Back Fam says, my favorite game was Kobe's last game versus Utah Jazz. Right. That's number one on my list, man. The 60-point finale. Love it. That's actually the only game that I was able to attend to see Kobe Bryant, actually see him play in person. Now I followed his entire 20-year career, right? Watched him night in and night out for 20 years. But that was the first game that I actually attended to see him in person, the first game that I bought a ticket to. And man, you talk about a moment, the electricity, the passion, the fire in that building, man. Nothing compares to it. That's my number one Kobe moment, because again, that's the only time I got to witness him live in person on the court playing. And he dropped a 60 piece, man. Wow. And you look back at that moment, you didn't see that coming because he had a slow start. He was bricking them, looking like Russell Westbrook out there, right? To start, but then he caught fire, man, and it never settled. He never settled down. I think 50 shots that game, or 51 shots that game. Man, that was a time, man. Time. One of the greatest moments of my life. So yeah, dropping that 60 piece, baby. I love it. 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 What else y'all got, man? Some more of y'all favorite moments. Happy belated birthday to Kobe, aka the Black Mamba. Rest in peace, Kobe, and his daughter Gigi. Yes. Happy belated birthday. Of course, Kobe's birthday was yesterday, 8/23, and then we celebrate Mamba Day today, 8/24. Rest in peace to the Mamba. Rest in peace to Gianna Bryant. Yeah. What else we got, man? Number 4 on my list was the 81 versus Toronto. That has to be on the list when he dropped the 81. Wow, on Jalen Rose, in Jalen Rose's face. What a moment that was, right? I remember watching that. Insane. That was wild. Wow. How about beating Boston? Finally beating Boston. How about that, right? Beating Boston game 7. We know the Mamba did that. That's another one of my favorite moments. And then it's funny, another moment. It's funny, my top 2 Kobe moments aren't even him winning titles, right? Again, that Boston, that was number 3 on my list. It wasn't even him winning titles, which is crazy. That just embodies what Kobe Bryant is, because even though, although they weren't competing during these 2 moments, competing for a championship, if you will. It wasn't game set. He still gave you that Mamba mentality. He was still great. We talked about the 60-point finale. He had that Mamba mentality all over his face that night. Everybody else was smiling and cheering, but he had that stone cold killer look on his face, and had that Mamba mentality going for one last time, man. And the Lakers we were bad. We were in the dumps then. But Kobe didn't care. He was out there like it was game 7 against Boston all over again. But my second moment was, Kobe knocking down those free throws after tearing his Achilles. Man, you talk about a down and out moment. He knew what it was. He knew he popped it. And he knew he was done, but he came out there and still hit those 2 free throws. And that's what that Mamba mentality was all about, man. No matter how difficult life may seem, no matter how down you may seem, don't give up, don't throw in the towel, but continue to be great. Kobe did that in that moment, man. Lakers in 5 says my favorite Kobe moment wasn't a game. It was the post-game interview in the playoffs. Lakers up 2-0. Kobe said there's nothing to smile about. Job not finished, right? I remember that moment. I remember it. Not even a game, man. We're talking about Kobe had that Mamba mentality in the post game interview, in the post game presser. Man, Mamba mentality at its finest. Wow, man. Job not done. Up 2-0. Job not done, man. And I wish these guys had that mentality today, man. But yeah. There's only one Kobe, man. But that was a great moment right there, DJ. I love that moment, man. And speaking of the Mamba mentality, man, let's watch a little video. Kobe talking about that Mamba mentality. Let's watch this right here. Well, never mind. My video decided not to play. My video ain't working. I don't know what happened with that, but we'll try to get that fixed and play it a little bit later. But yeah, man. Again, happy Mamba Day. Happy Mamba Day. We're talking about the Mamba, our greatest Mamba moments. We're talking about that Mamba mentality. Again, I hope you guys are living that Mamba mentality. Again, that's the best way we can honor the greatness that Kobe Bryant was. We can honor what Kobe meant to us, by living that Mamba mentality every single day, no matter what you do, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're doing. Live by that Mamba mentality, man. It doesn't just relate to sports. It relates to everything, your job, your business, your relationships, everything. Have that Mamba mentality everywhere you go, every single day. Don't give up. Don't settle. Be the best you that you can be. Put in the work. Be great. And yeah, man, that's what that Mamba mentality is all about. It's crazy. I wasn't even a basketball fan. I was a football guy, right? I didn't become a diehard Lakers fan until Kobe came. Now, I did watch the Lakers prior to that. I loved me some Eddie Jones, loved Nick Van Exel, but I was a football guy. I played football. So I was a football guy. But when Kobe came, I was just drawn to him. He immediately became my favorite athlete, man, and night in, night out. Everything that I did was Kobe. I even changed my football numbers to 8 and 24. Crazy. So I loved her. Sorry, 8 at the time, but I also had 24 later on. But yeah, I loved me some Kobe, man. Love me some Kobe, and he got me addicted to the purple and gold. And 20 years strong, man. I love me some Kobe. Love. And man, I miss him, man. I miss him. I really do. But yeah, man. So what can I say, man? What can I say, man? Just greatness personified. I'm just grateful and thankful that I was able to witness him. I got to witness I've been able to witness a lot of athletes, man. A lot of athletes. LeBron James, right? Guys like Tom Brady, the greatness that is Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, even on the baseball side, on the diamond, a lot of great athletes got to watch. But out of everyone, Kobe is my favorite. Out of everybody, he's my favorite athlete, favorite celebrity, if you will. Man, I love me some Kobe, man. Love me some Kobe. He's definitely my GOAT. Hands down, without question. No shade to anybody else. No shade to MJ. No shade to King James. No shade to any of those guys. No shade to Magic Johnson, right? Another guy who gave his all out there on the court and delivered 5 titles, 5 championships. But Kobe checks every box for me. Kobe sits at the top for me, and he'll always be my guy. Always be my guy. I cannot wait to see that statue. Man, I'm super excited about that. Super pumped about that. And yeah, man, just 20 years of greatness, man. Some good times. And again, the way Kobe just brought an entire city together, man. And even if you don't live in LA, wherever you live, in Atlanta, in New York, in Vegas, wherever you are, right? Even across, you may be across the pond in London, in Australia, in China, right? We've seen Kobe's impact in China. Wherever you are, he made you feel like you were right there in Staples Center. He made you feel like you were right there in LA. That was the power and the greatness of Kobe Bryant. Just brought us all together. He's able to go into some stadiums and just snatch souls, right? We've seen him do it against Portland countless times. We've seen him do it against Sacramento. We've seen him do it time and time again against Phoenix. Just go in arenas and snatch their souls with his greatness, right? Just what you're talking 20,000 people, just hush them all up, shut them all up, just quiet, because of the work that he gave them, right? So you could see him do that, and then you could turn around and see him do what he did, just bringing us all together, man. It's nothing like it, bro. It's nothing like it. Just an amazing time. Amazing moments, oh my gosh, man, there's just so many of those moments. And man, I feel like a kid again. When I think of Kobe, I feel like a kid again, I can relive my childhood through Kobe, because those moments that he brought us, and Like I said, I'm on the football field. I was a football guy. I'm on the football field trying to mimic Kobe Bryant. Change my number to 8, and I'm catching passes talking about Kobe afterwards, right? Scoring touchdowns talking about Kobe. I'm not hitting J's. I'm scoring touchdowns talking about Kobe. That was the impact he had, and not just to us, not just the basketball players, but not just to athletes, but everyone, right? I know some guys don't know their right from their left. They ain't stepped foot on no court or field, but they're doing whatever they're doing and screaming Kobe. That's how great he was, man. And that's what he did, man. That's what he did. Yes, we got the big dog in the building. My boy, Empire Jeff TV is here. We were just talking about him earlier, and here he is. Wishing everybody happy Mamba Day, man. Happy Mamba Day to you. He just went off over there with Dan, the Lakers fan, on Around the League. And, here he is in the chat hanging out with us. So happy Mamba Day to Empire Jeff TV. Laker girls here, Maya Bear, LOE. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Right, Jeff? Too many moments. We got Big Baby backstage. Come on in, Big Baby. What up, man? What up, Big Baby? How you doing?
Doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. We got you loud and clear. How are you?
Doing good, man. Just honoring Kobe today, man. It's gonna be a special moment at Crypto.com Arena.
Yes, I cannot wait. Again, February 8th, 2024 is going down. Everybody get out there, man. If you're in LA, get out there. Yes, Big Baby is here really fast. Make sure everybody go check out Big Baby's interview with Lakers governor, the one and only Jeannie Buss, man. Amazing work there with that, man. Fill us in on that, man. How you feeling about that, man? I didn't watch that thing a few times.
It's a long time coming. I had that down as one of my goals when I first started this YouTube journey. Have it on a piece of paper in 2016. I said I'm gonna have Jeannie Buss on the channel, Byron Scott, Dwight Howard, Mike Trudell. Sure enough, it's starting to fall into place.
There you go. That's that Mamba mentality. Big Baby got that Mamba mentality. He wrote it down, and he went out there and got it. Can't nobody tell him no. Can't nobody, he went out there and got it, man. That's what we're talking about. That Mamba mentality. That's his way of honoring Kobe, by being great, with his passion. And that's something Kobe talked about. That's what that Mamba mentality is, finding that passion and being great at that passion. Don't, not letting anyone or anything stop that passion. That's something Big Baby is doing over there with Big Baby Sports. So, man, salute to you carrying out that Mamba mentality, Big Baby.
Appreciate it, man. And I did talk to Stephen A. Smith the other day too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's on my my channel. I actually talked to him on his show, Stephen A. Smith show.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he did start opening up the lines. So I hope you put him in check a little bit, man, because he be royal sometimes.
Well, I asked him about this LeBron deserve statue in the jersey, and then I also shouted out my channel. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? Call my show, trying to give you your plug." Hold on, what's the show? And I told him Big Baby Sports. So everybody go subscribe to Big Baby Sports.
Okay, love it, lovely. Yeah. Get that plug in, man. I know Stephen A. He's having that stuff with Alonzo Ball going on right now.
Yeah,
but shout out to Stephen A. Man. He's been doing it for a long time. Go ahead, Big Baby.
I know Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people don't like him in the meet. Like certain players don't like him either. But he's just reporting. He got information from somebody, and then everybody's all, get upset.
Yeah.
He just reported what he heard. So.
Right. Yeah. Like him or hate him, man. The man's he's been doing it for a long time. So nothing but respect to him. I don't agree with everything he says, but like Jeff mentioned it on Around the League. He's doing his job. He's getting you to watch. He comes from the soap operas, right? And he's creating that drama. That's his job, and he's doing it. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith, and I'm glad you had the opportunity to get on there and talk with him, Big Baby.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I just came to stop by. I'm about to go back to work. I was just on my 15-minute break, and keep doing your thing, man. Definitely gotta get you on Big Baby Sports.
All right, yeah, man. Thanks for coming through on your break, man. Definitely appreciate that. And yeah, man, let's set it up. Let's set it up. Let's do it. Have a good night. Happy Mamba Day, Big Baby. Yeah, Jeff, come on through, man. If you want to come on. It's open, man. The stream is open tonight. It's Mamba Day. We ain't gonna be here for too long, but it is Mamba Day. So come on and pull up if you would like to. and anybody else, come on and pull up, man. Pull up, pull it up, pull up. Oh, speaking of pull up, there he is, the man himself. Empire Jeff is on the call. What up, Jeff?
What's going on, sir? Happy Mama Day to you.
Happy Mamba Day to you too, man. How you feeling?
Considering the circumstances, good. It's a celebration. I was talking to, on the show earlier, I was saying, like, I feel like we need to, well, first of all, thank you for having me on. Doing a great job, great show. I've always loved your work, so been wanting to come on here for a minute.
Appreciate you, man.
No doubt. So like I said, like I feel like we need to do our part to continue to make this bigger every year and make this special and make sure that this becomes something that lasts forever. And this year felt bigger, right? Am I tripping? Or is this year felt like it was bigger than the last year?
It does, man. Every year it's getting bigger and bigger, man.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see. But just all between all the shoe drops, between Vanessa being front and center for what the Lakers are doing, just his birthday yesterday, Mama Day today. It's like Mamba week. Like I feel like the whole basketball community and then some else, even outside of the basketball community, his legacy is growing, and that's what I want to continue to see. And it's just that made today easier because it's just nothing but Kobe love. Like there's no Kobe haters today.
Right. I'm gonna be honest, man. 2 years ago, even last year, I was sad on this day.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very sad. But the burden was kind of lifted today, man. It was a lot lighter. And I think that's because of what you're saying, man. We're continuing the legacy with what Kobe would want. And just applying that Mamba mentality in our lives. That's our best way to honor Kobe, right? That's what he want us to do, man. Being great at whatever it is we're doing, right? So I'm right there with you, man. You were saying that on DTLF around the league earlier. How we need to keep this going. I think you mentioned 20 years down the line, we need to be doing the same things. It needs to get and bigger, and I think it will, man. I really do.
No, I do. I think it needs to be passed on, right? So it's like, you from the LA area, you out here, you know how you got kids who weren't even alive when Tupac died, and they act like they were in that it's their favorite rapper, and because it got handed down, right? It was paid forward. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see Kobe jerseys forever. We're gonna see Kobe tattoos forever. We're gonna watch his children, his remaining children, God bless him, grow up and get old. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be we're gonna get a statue, and that's been a long time coming. I think that's what made this year special. Is all these announcements, all these things, the Halo shoes and this and that, and then we finally get the statue, right?
Right, finally. And then hopefully next year the announcement will be we're changing crypto to I think somebody said earlier, the Mamba Center.
That would be incredible. Yeah, that would be incredible. Like some billionaire are gonna come out of somewhere and just pay for those rights and just get it done.
Right. That would be insane.
Yeah, that would be incredible. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they do because I think they figured out something, like try to do something every year to make it like special, right? Yeah. So and next year we will have the statue. So that's technically will be next year's, right? So the announcement, and then that'll be announced, and they'll do something. I like seeing what the Dodgers are doing, keeping that up, keeping that alive. So it's special.
Yeah, man,
sure.
It's amazing, man, and it's amazing. We all can do our part, right? By living by that Mamba mentality, applying it to whatever we're doing, man. Finding that passion, being passionate in whatever you're doing. Whether it's working your job or being in school or being here on YouTube, whatever it is you want to do, man, go after it, man. Go after it and be the best you can do. Be the best you can be. Put in the work, man. Don't throw in the towel. Don't let anyone tell you no. Because there were plenty of people who told Kobe no. Let's not act like Kobe didn't face a lot of adversity. Let's not act like Adidas didn't drop Kobe, right? Let's not act like what was Sprite? Who was he with first?
Sprite, McDonald's, Adidas. He had a chocolate company. Like they were dropped by everybody.
Right. Let's not act like that didn't happen. And again, we make mistakes in life, but it's how you rebound after those mistakes. And Kobe did a hell of a job. Let's not act like Kobe didn't lose Shaq, right? Or Shaq, whatever, however you want to phrase it. Let's not act like they didn't break up. But did Kobe's career go down in the dumps after that? No, the man went on and won 2 more championships. So changed his number and won 2 more championships, had an entirely new Hall of Fame career. So man. Let's do what we can do, man. But Jeff, while we got you on, what are some of your favorite? Give me your top 3 favorite Kobe Bryant moments, man. We got to hear it.
Man, I was struggling this earlier because there's so many, right? You're trying to think of obviously 81, is there. I really that 62 against Dallas still like because that was same year, weeks apart, really, right? And that was it. But they're little pockets, little ones that don't get talked about enough. And I'm always bringing up the other Toronto game because I think this one gets left out of all the great Kobe performances. It was in that year of 2013 when they had Dwight, they had Steve Nash, Antoine Jameson, that train wreck of a team to start the season. They decide not to bring in Phil Jackson. They bring in Dan Toney, and you know what all that from there, right?
Right.
And there's that moment where that team figured it out, right? And they turned a corner, and their record post All-Star break was just ridiculous. And that game against Toronto at Staples Center, it was a Friday night, and I remember that game like it was yesterday because I felt like that was one of his last great performances. The one where like he just went ballistic at the end there. They were down like double-digit points. And Steve Nash, to his credit, hit the three to send it to overtime. He hit a great off a drag screen, caught it, popped at the top of the key. Then Nash was coming back together. Dwight had some key blocks in that game. But it was Kobe's like will. It was still there. And Dan posed the question to answer your question. This is one of those moments for me because that game gets slept on. And he hit some ridiculous shots. And this was technically his last great year. And that was one of his last great games outside of his retirement. And, you know, couple sprinkled in 2016 where he just once every like 15 games, he gave it, okay, I'm going to give you some energy. His last game in Boston, there was a Minnesota game mixed in there. And then obviously 61, right? But that Toronto game, I feel super slept on. Do you know the game I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Remember that game? Yeah.
Playing in my head.
Yeah, so that Toronto game, he hit some ridiculous shots. And one of them was like triple teamed in the corner, right? And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it this year. Like we're gonna win it this year. And then the Achilles and you know all that. So it's like, but that's actually in one of my top because that was the first time since 2010 where I was like, oh, we're gonna get a chip. We're gonna get one. We're gonna get one. And it was purely because Kobe's will to win and his greatness. Right. And I wish that game was talked about more. I don't know if it's me because I've been talking about it so much lately. I'm starting to see it pop up now. And I think that game, if you guys, and none of you guys have watched that game, go back and, you know, watch at least highlights from that game because Kobe's had two incredible games against Toronto. And that one was the other one.
Right. Yeah. I'm right there. I remember that, man. While you were talking about it, it was playing in my head. I definitely remember that moment, man. And again, it's just so many moments. I mean, you had 20 years of greatness, man. So many moments. Yeah. It's funny because DJ was on here earlier, Lakers in 5, and he brought up something. It was after not even a game. It was in the post-game conference. I know you remember this, Jeff. Up 2-0. You know, they asked him about the series. He said, job's not done. He said, there's nothing to smile about. He had that stone cold look on his face. Like, what? With what? Like it's game 7 and they're losing, right? He had that look on his face. Up 2-0, what that mean? Job's not done.
Yeah. That was one of Woj's first viral moments, actually, because that was Woj who asked that question. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. So that was one of it's Woj. And that with Woj is his guy. So a lot of people don't know that Kobe helped blow up Woj. So Kobe, Woj was Kobe's guy. And when Woj was back at Yahoo and kind of building him in the first time he left ESPN and wasn't really known, a lot of his insight, a lot of his stuff was Pelinka and Kobe. So it was like Kobe was his guy. So it was like, so when he asked him in that, you know, I don't know if Kobe knew that question was coming or not. I don't know, but like, because I was his guy. But when he asked it, that was Woj that did that. That was early on, that was like his first like viral clip of Woj was that one.
Man, that's some good stuff. Good nugget right there. I did not know that. I did not know Woj and Kobe was like that. Of course, we know Pelinka, and you talked about that earlier. I brought it up too. Piggyback what you said about Pelinka, how that's Kobe's last gift to us, right? Delivering Rob Pelinka. If you want to talk about that real fast.
Yeah, like I gotta, and shout out to whoever said that on my channel. I that wasn't me that created that. I want to give proper credit, but it stuck with me. And off the top of my head, I can't remember who said it. I'll go back and give credit to who did. But he said, and he was just like, because my kind of mantra all season was let Rob work. I was patient when everyone was giving up on him, and this is the man Kobe trusted with everything. He's not an idiot. He's not inadequate. He's not like he was put, he's dealing with things, LeBron, this, that, and the third, right? But I always trusted him. And he's also from my favorite college team of all time. He's the member of the Fab Five, so I'm probably biased there. But I've always rocked with Pelinka, and I think that that was a gift from Kobe to Genie, and really Magic, even though Magic doesn't want to see it. Yeah, at some point he did, and he will. But that was a gift from Kobe to Genie to Laker Nation, and it's gonna. I believe it already has paid off with the championship, and I believe it will continue to pay off.
Right. We'll definitely get number 18, and that credit has to go to Rob. I mean, he got it tough, man. I always said that we can't really see where Rob is until the king is gone, right?
Yeah, facts.
And that's the LeBron James business. When we got him, I already knew that's what it was. I braced myself right for it. But yeah, man, Kobe, that's true. Kobe did entrust Rob, with his career, right? So that's a hell of a rub, and if Kobe did it, then as Laker fans, we got to do it, So I'm very excited to see what Rob can do in the future. And Quan, he said Pelinka's very calculated. Those are facts right there.
Sure.
Quan said that we never got to see Kobe versus LeBron in the finals. I know you guys talked about that on DTLF around the league.
Yeah.
Guys,
I think we will have. Yeah, I think we would have in 2013.
Yeah.
But real quick, one more thing to touch on that Pelinka thing is not only did he trust him with his career, but he trusted him with his daughter. That was Jesus' godfather, right? And it's just, and one other layer in this, if you think about it, Lo, because we started this offseason, it was Rob's offseason. This wasn't a clutch offseason. So I think we're starting to see Rob and the Lakers take, and this isn't shade at Braun, because I think Braun was cool with this. I think Braun co-signed this, so I don't want this to be taken as a Braun slight. But I think the Lakers took their franchise back. I think Rob has control of his job now, and part of it is probably because now Braun and Clutch trust him after what he did at the trade deadline. So there's that. But yeah, I do believe that in 20, like I said, if they 2013, there would have been Kobe, Braun, and like I said, because of that Toronto game and what I saw, and because I really feel, again, I'm not taking a dig at LeBron, I really feel that Braun would have feared Kobe in the finals. And I think the Lakers would have won. I really do.
Kobe was going to give it to him, man. He was going to give it to him. I brought it up over there on the show on Detail.
Yeah.
You remember the puppets with the Sprite?
Yeah, that was great stuff, man. That was. You know what's funny, Lo? It was funny, Lo. Yeah, it was funny, Lo. You're in my, like, I was talking like you, Dan, like we think a lot of the same stuff, right? So it's like there'll be times where you'll be in the chat or something, and I'll say something, and I see in the chat like, damn, like I'll be like, damn, I don't want to, like, hope he doesn't think I took it out from him, because I literally did think about that, right? And I'm like, because the Russ thing came to my mind, and but you brought up the good point of the 24 winning without Shaq. But one thing I want to ask you, because I struggle with some of these questions, because there's so many, right? So you asked me my 3 moments. If you remember the question, Dan asked this question, and it's a tough one, because we could sit here and talk about all Kobe's moments, because there's so many, and we can hide behind that. But when he asked, what was the first one where you were like, oh, that's him, like, we got one, like this dude is special. This is this is the guy who's gonna take us for the next level for a long time. Like, he's special. What was that moment for you?
I go all the way back, man, to the air ball.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That look on his face after he airballed it. You just kind of saw something like, okay, I got you. And then he came back and showed us, right? So you could go that far back. But for me, man, that's a tough one right there, man.
It was for me too. It was, but I had to really like think about it. So my answer was, I'll let you think on yours for a second. My answer was, and I see if you remember this. It was preseason in year 2. And he was Froby already, so he grew his hair out. And this was his kind of coming out season, was year 2, right? That was the battle against MJ. That was the All-Star game. That was that you know what I mean? So that was his coming out year. But in that preseason, this is how I knew it was coming out before he even did it. When we were playing, I don't know if they were the Wizards or the Bullets still at this point, because it was like 98 or something like that, right? And this is when he like went off the top of the key, and he went and he dunked on 3 dudes from Washington at once. And from where and it was like free throw line, almost takeoff, and he barely reached the rim. And I'm just like, what? Like, I remember, I'm not a speechless guy, Lo, at all, right? And I'm just sitting here like a mute, like the eyeball emojis popping out my head. I'm like, what did this dude just do? And I was like, that's him. We got him. This is him. He's ours. That was it for me.
He had so many moments like that, though. Like,
yeah.
like you said, to just leave you speechless. Like, is this real? And it's crazy because you see, we know that he's the DNA, right, of MJ, So you see MJ do it, and then you see Kobe do it, and then it's even crazier. Again, that goes back to that moment. It's even crazier, to come in and be the spitting image of Michael Jordan and and being as great as you were, because that's a lot, that's a lot of pressure to come out and mimic him, right? And then take it to an even a step even further, right? Because it's one thing to have the skill, which that's unheard of to have that type of skill, but then to have that mentality as well. That's something that Jordan, set Jordan apart. I'm sure you got plenty of stories about Jordan pinning people down in the back, and Kobe was the same way. It's just they're two of a kind, right?
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore in today's game. So it's crazy, man. Just the greatness of Kobe, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild.
We're spoiled. We were absolutely spoiled. I was telling the story earlier about like when he got drafted. See, I missed Magic. I didn't get to see. I saw I wasn't old enough to one appreciate or really understand what was going on when they won in 87 and 88. Like I knew they won. I was a kid. I was really young. I had like championship t-shirts. I had like I knew they won, but I wasn't like obsessed with it. Like obviously later. So my first year of really like going really hard as a kid like was 91 when they lost to the Bulls, right? And the next year Magic, had the announcement was out the league. So like I always tell my grandpa, like, I missed the Magic. I missed Magic and Kareem. I didn't get to catch that. It's one of my biggest regrets of my life that I didn't get to see Showtime Lakers. And my grandpa's like, one thing about the Lakers, boys, like, is they're always going to be relevant and they're going to get someone. And they may not be Magic and Kareem, but you're going to have your version of it. Right. And he goes, it may not be as good and it may not be, the greatest Laker ever, but you're going to get one. Right. And then when we got Kobe, I remember my grandpa telling me, you just got your Magic. And I remember about 6 years. My grandpa's the smartest basketball mind I'm the smartest sports mind I ever met. Right? Like I'm not. I like to think I know enough, but I'm like 10% of what he knew. Like he would school me. I would think I would know something. He would just put me in my place real quick. Right? So, but he told me like you got your Magic. You got what you wanted, and people forget we got Kobe before we got Shaq. So as far as that summer, right? So like before we got Shaq, and then we got Shaq, and then he was like, "You got your Kobe, and you got your Magic and Kareem." He goes, "Kareem will be ready sooner. It's gonna take the Magic a little longer. He's young, but you got it." And he was right, and we got it right. And so we were able to witness it. We had the Kobe Shaq era, and it feels like it was yesterday, right? Like it was just everything about it from the first time he stepped on the court to the second Phil got there and Staples opened. To they're winning like 19 straight games that year.
Wow.
And it was just you knew it. And when we won in 2000, because that was like technically my first championship, right? That I could really like wild out for and be in the street and act a complete fool, right? Yeah. And it was like it felt like okay, we got ours. Like we're like welcome to the party. Like welcome to the club. Like we're part of the Laker Nation that gets to celebrate a chip in our lifetime that we got to witness and be out to be part of, right? Parades and all that. So, but it just feels like yesterday, man. Like, but it was so long ago. Like Staples Center didn't have like LA Live wasn't even there. It was a vacant parking lot. Remember the parade?
I remember that championship. I remember being across, and it's crazy because I take my kids over. My oldest is 10. And my youngest is 4. So my kids are young, and then 2 boys sandwiched in. It's great. I take my kids over there. I'm like, I stood here. This was just dirt.
Yeah.
A lot. I remember standing there all day long with my dad, and they're across the street, and they going crazy, right? Mad Dog Mark Matson going crazy,
the dancing, the water guns, super soakers,
all of that, man. It was dirt.
Yeah, crazy, right? And when you watch those, and what a time, Lo, right? What a time. I wouldn't trade that time for anything. Like it was
for real. But then I'm like you. I grew up. I was a football guy. My family is football. So I played football. High school, college, everything else. So Kobe was the reason I became a basketball fan. Now, don't get me wrong. I watched it because I'm in LA. So I was a fan of Nick Van Exel. I was a fan of Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Eldon Cameron. I remember all those guys, right? But it was when Kobe came. I just was gravitated immediately towards the Lakers and 20 years strong, my favorite athlete out of all the football guys I watched. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Out of all the wrestling fans that I, wrestlers that I followed, Kobe was just that guy for me, man. He was number one. Every celebrity, every athlete, no matter what, and I've got to see some great ones, right? Kobe was just that guy for me, man. So yeah, when you say 2020, oh man. that was a time, man, when we won it, and I was able to get out. I was how old was I? What, 14 in 2015. I remember sneaking out and going out there. And
Wait, 2020? Or you mean 2000?
10, sorry.
Oh, 2010. I was like, wait, what? I was like, okay, man, it's been a long day, man. I was like, wait a minute, my mouth wasn't adding up here. I was like, what kind of filter are you using? I was just like,
sorry,
no, we're good.
out there for that, man, and just great times, man. Good stuff, man. Sorry, 2000, not 2010, 2000.
Yeah, 2000. So it was like, yeah, it was just it will never that Indiana game when he came back from the sprained ankle, Shaq fouls out. And I just remember, like,
another moment. That's another moment.
That's another. Yeah, there's so many, man, and it was just
he printed himself on the game, like I'm that.
And the story of that, which is funny because that finally came out. Who was it? Who was telling that story the other day? Was it Jalen Rose? Whoever it was. When he's doing the calm down, when he's doing like the push down, like he's not calming down. He was telling his teammates.
Yeah,
like, shut up, chill. I got this, right? Because they were giving up and Shaq fouled out. Like, you don't believe in me? Because a lot of people don't remember that Del Harris and Lakers suppressed Kobe the first year or two.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he wasn't able to get out there and play like Iverson or Ray Allen or Stephon Marbury or Jermaine O'Neal or Kevin Garnett, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of these guys were able to play and they were given minutes. The Lakers held Kobe back, and had they not hold Kobe back, and he had those first 3 years, he was unleashed. His scoring would have been higher. So his career average is a lot of that. And I know he played 20 years, but his career average took a dip, one, because of injured seasons, and two, because his first 3 years he was suppressed, right? So if you just look at Kobe's averages from like year 3 through like year 13, that 10-year run, you're going to be struggling to find someone like Low. The assassin years of 2004 through 2007, 2006 probably being absolute peak. The assassin years are the ones that people don't talk about because not everybody had that. Like I said, Tim Duncan didn't have his assassin years, you know, like these dudes. MJ did, you know, MJ had his assassin years. But those years when he really wasn't playing for chips, but he was just giving the league that work. That was an incredible stretch too.
Right. Really fast. CK says, my three favorite Kobe moments was when he dropped 81 against the Raptors, when he dropped 61 at the Garden, and when he scored 60 against Utah in his final NBA game, man. Yeah, those are some memorable moments right there, man. Memorable.
Garden one was fun. Yeah. Spike Lee's fault.
Yeah, and I love it, man. Kobe loved that. When the celebrities were out, Kobe was at his best, man. He was at his finest. So I loved it. He made sure he was the biggest celebrity in the building. You know, that was his building, right? You know, whether it be Staples or, you know, go to the East, your city, right? New York, the Garden. Man, there's so much great stuff, man. So much great stuff. He also says, I loved when Kobe cooked a young James Harden. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
And in OKC too, when he told him one day he might be able to sit at his lunch table, like remember that one, like he would give it to Harden, like he would poke him a little bit, like talk trash to him. But let me ask you one question real quick. We talk about moments, we talk about this, we got these moments. What was your favorite game winner? The buzzer beater. What was your favorite buzzer beater?
Man, was it 06? With what was that, Portland? Was that Portland 06 or was that Phoenix?
Phoenix was 06. Portland was 04.
Both of those moments.
Yeah, those are both of mine. Because of one game though, he had two. The one to send overtime, which was probably the most ridiculous shot I've ever seen over Patterson. Because one, I don't know how he didn't travel. Two, got the shot off, let alone make it.
Right.
And then he hits the catch and shoot fade out of bounds to win the game and win the division in 2004.
Crazy.
That was
crazy.
Nuts.
And it's funny, it's another story. It was towards the end of his career. The only game, it's crazy, right? The only game that I got to witness Kobe live was the finale, right? You know, that's the only game live that I was able to go to. You know, I was young, you know, my money wasn't where it is right now. Now I'm there every night, right? But I wasn't, so that was the only game. Now, there was a game though that I was able to go to. So I was working. I don't know if you remember back in the day, you know, in the arena, the concessions, you know, they walk up and down the steps.
Yeah.
All that. I was doing that. I had a gig doing that. And I remember that was the first game that I was in the building where Kobe was playing. I was working. You know, I think I was selling ice cream, Haagen-Dazs or whatever. Now I remember it was the fourth quarter. It was like the the Lakers they were down, and Kobe went on a tear to bring them back.
Mhm.
Who were they playing? I think they were playing. I think it was Sacramento. It was Sacramento, just a regular season game.
Ah, I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about.
No meaning to the game. Okay, so the way it worked, I don't know if you're familiar, but the way it worked, so there's a room inside the arena. That's where you go get all your product, turn in your money, all that stuff.
Mhm.
So I remember I went in there. It was like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I went in there, set my stuff down, and snuck down and found me a seat and sat down there. Right, I'm supposed to be working. Found me a seat, sat down there, and Kobe hits a game winner. The game goes to overtime. I got fired from the job, nevertheless. I sat there, watched the entire overtime, and man, you talk about somebody going crazy. Man. I was going wild, bro.
Was that the one where he hit that shot on the baseline right in front of the Kings bench when he kind of pushed off on CASHAPP and he hit it and he ended up being like way wide open because he knocked the dude down and they kicked it and he hit that shot. I remember that. I remember that game. That game was on the left side. Yeah.
I ever seen Kobe in person. Then the only time I paid for a ticket was again the finale against Utah. But yeah, so that was that. just the things you do right for Kobe, right? Forget this job. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's Kobe, man.
Kobe.
We knew it then. You know what's the funny part about that shot is the Kings. Everyone on the Kings knew that shot was going in. If you read their body language, their whole reaction to him not only getting the shot but taking it, they were walking off the court before it even went in. they were just like, who left this man open? Who missed the assignment? Like they were just the coach like turned around and was walking away. Like it was like he just put it was just not only could you trust as a fan that he was gonna make the shot, but other teams just figured it was in. So when he missed it at the end, they were shocked.
Right. Absolutely crazy. Quan says over Wade at the backboard. Sorry.
That was a tough shot too. I jumped off the wrong leg, faded, threw it up high enough, but picked his spot on the board. And Wade, Dan told that story how Wade missed the free throw right before that to make the 3-point shot the game winner instead of the game tying shot. Mm-hmm. And Wade was pissed. I remember that. Yeah, I saw the clip of that today, backstage of that shot of Wade approaching it because I don't know if I'm going to laugh or cry. I'm going to choose laugh because that's all I can do right now.
Man, just absolutely crazy, man. There's nobody like him, man. Nobody like him.
No.
While you're here, go ahead and give us since you're on here, go ahead and give us your that Lakers starting five for you, man. All-time starting five.
Oh, all-time starting five.
Yeah,
Well, obviously Magic, Kobe. And this is where it gets murky. I'm gonna go Magic. Well, damn, now it's difficult because you got LeBron. I'm gonna go Magic, Kobe, LeBron. I'm putting Kareem at the 4.
There you go. I'm thinking the same.
And I'm putting Diesel at the 5.
I'm thinking the same.
Shout out to Will, the honorable mention. But I'm putting Diesel at the 5. Yeah, that definitely be mine. Good luck with it. Good luck, everybody else.
I'm cheating too with that.
Yeah, because I mean theoretically everybody in that lineup can switch. You got Magic can play 5 positions. Kobe can play at least 3. LeBron can play 5 positions. Right. Kareem could play 4 and the 5. Shaq could play 1 position. But can you dig it? But but Jesus, it's just the pure. There's nothing but dominance in that lineup from everything.
That's tough, man. That's hell right there. Okay, so another question for you. So when Shaq left, what were you thinking? Did you think that the Lakers could do it again? You think we were going to do it again?
So when Shaq left, I was a little naive. I was thinking that that Kobe and Lamar were going to be the new Scottie and Pippen, that Jordan and Pippen. Like I really, really thought that, but I should have remembered that Lamar isn't Pippen. He had all the skill set in the world. He could have been a combination between Pippen and Garnett. Yeah. Like if he but skilled and to his credit, not his fault really. Lamar had, came up rough. So like a lot of the stuff that he went through, yeah, you kind of understand it now, right? But just the skill set was so it was almost like if Powell had KG's intensity because the skill was so crazy, right? But when they made that trade, when they made that trade, obviously you're never going to get equal value for Shaquille O'Neal, but when they did the trade at the time, I'm getting, that trade wouldn't happen now. Like Like one, just when mega stars get traded like that, you never get any real type of value, right? But you got the fact that you got Karan Butler, Lamar Odom, and Brian Grant. I think people forget that Heat team the year before that Dwayne Wade led into the playoffs, like that team was good, and they got outside of Wade, they got the core of that team for Shaq. For Shaq, who was 34 at the time. Shaq was declining. He wanted a long-term extension with big money. We all know the story about that. So I didn't hate the trade because I knew it was going to be Shaq or Kobe, and I wanted to keep the guy who's going to be around a lot longer at that time. But I thought, I'm not going to lie, I thought we will struggle for a year or two and we'd be back. Kind of what happened, but it went a little longer. Kobe got frustrated. There's the trade demand, this, that. Jerry West told him to sit down, shut up, and chill. And then we got blessed with Powell, right? And I'm convinced that if Jim Buss wasn't in his feelings and was operating as a professional and didn't hire D'Antoni to spite his sister, and they get Phil Jackson, then I believe they win another one. And I believe Kobe plays at a high level for a couple more years.
Right.
But yeah, so at post, we could have been looking at, and I know this sounds crazy. I know it does. Believe me. I know it sounds crazy, but we could have been looking at a post Shaq Kobe that was better than with Shaq. I know it's crazy, but he got two, right? And I'm convinced that no one, I'm dying on this hill, Lo. I'm dying on this hill. We would have won 2013.
The thing is, when you remove Shaq, it was like Kobe had so much more to prove, right? Yeah. So you unleashed an entirely different beast out of Kobe, when you took Shaq out of the equation. So I agree with you. I think and I mentioned it on the show, on Dan's show. It was 24 for me. Number 24.
Yeah. You can't go wrong, man.
Yeah, you can't. I think you said 8, but I get it. I know.
I said at first I said I'm taking 20 because it's in the middle. So like I'm gonna take it number. So it's I'm like, man, I don't know what to do here, man. I'm gonna do 16, but that was Powell. Like, how do I get? So I'm gonna do 20. Like, it's somewhere. It's not 8. It's not 24.
Right.
I'm gonna pick a number somewhere because a little older, 8 closer to 24, but 8 was so vicious, Lo. Like the assassin years for me, 2006. I've never seen. Again, I didn't see early Jordan. Pre-championship, pre-Phil Jackson Jordan when he kind of railed him in a little bit. I didn't see MJ's assassin. Obviously, I could watch it. I could watch highlights, but it's different. Kobe's assassin years just were. I've never seen anything like that. I've never, and I don't know if I ever will. You know what I mean? Yeah. Steph had a run. Steph had to. You get what I mean? As far as he was. I mean, he was. Steph is running off saying some wild stuff, but at the end of the day, there was a 3-4 year stretch where it's just like you knew you were dead. Like you were up 10. You controlled the entire game, and he hit 1-3, and you're like, here we go.
20 straight.
And so obviously I'm not comparing him, but what I'm saying, if I had to think of the closest thing, unless I'm missing something, since 2006, Kobe, I think Steph might be of just an offensive, the fear of, and pulling up from logo, like the fear of not knowing. So the thing about like Steph, I'm not going to go too far away from Lakers real quick. What if Steph, it's not even the crossover, right? It's the threat of the pull up, which strengthens the crossover. That's why Chris Paul was always on his ass and falling down, is because it wasn't on a crossover. It was a fake pull up, right? Mm-hmm. So the threat of the shot was more dangerous than a crossover. Mm-hmm. So I would argue that Steph's shooting ability and fake pull up was more dangerous than Iverson's crossover because it was that fearful, because he would pull up from anywhere. If Iverson's crossing you at 3/4 court, he's still got to get to the cup, right? So outside of that, but can you think of one post 2006 Kobe?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was trying to scan and think.
I can't. Like, I know Durant's a bucket and he's gone on, and I know that Booker had a hell of a run these playoffs, but I'm talking about a dude that just went on multiple seasons of just,
I guess,
fear.
You had a little bit of D Wade.
Yeah, I mean Wade did in a variety of stuff, but Wade was not. You weren't going to be like, okay, Wade's going to go get 40 every game in a week, because Wade would pass the ball. Wade was more a distributor, but like I'm talking like a dude who any night you're like, he's going to give us 50. Oh my God, he's going to give us 50. Like he hits his first shot, he's giving us 50. That's it. Like when Kobe was on that 40 streak, Like there were teams like when he would hit. I remember this game in Utah. He pulled up and the crowd was going crazy when he got the ball in his hand. He pulled up and hit his first shot, and they were going more crazy for him making a bucket than Utah. And that don't happen in Utah, but they knew they were witnessing history. So they're like, we want a 40. Like, give us a 40, but lose, but give us a 40. And he was, and I just remember hitting that shot and just hearing the crowd. That was his first bucket. Like, and it was just, and that run that he was on, and every arena was going to be part of that streak, you know. And it was I can't think of a guy since Kobe other than Steph that went on a roll like that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I can't. I know you don't want to hear this, hear this name, but your boy up there in Portland a little bit.
Yeah, no, I see. It's a funny misconception about that. Like, so I've probably taken it a little too far, which makes it. But I just have to now. I have to now because it's I've committed, right?
That's part of your.
I've committed, right? Yeah. So Dame is full of, you know. So, but the funny part about that, though, is that Dame has been my favorite non-Laker for a long time. So it's like I don't dislike or hate Dame. It's the opposite. I love Dame. I'm mad at Dame because I'm disappointed in Dame is because Dame is like the Mike Trout or the Shohei Ohtani, right, of the NBA. When you too soon. No, but you get what I mean, though, right? Like they never got to play. We never got, so we don't know truly. Segue real quick. We don't really know truly how great Mike Trout is because we don't know if he falls apart in the biggest moments, right? True. So when you're playing free and playing no pressure, kind of like Bellinger now in Chicago, right? Again, I'm going to get back to basketball, but what I'm painting the picture of a team that's playing free, a player that's playing free and doesn't have no expectations and just can go out there. So Dame, my stance on Dame is that Dame has always put himself first, his money first, his personal goals and stats first. He never put winning first. And as a result, now he's in this situation. And I've never seen Dame as a victim. I never will. It's the opposite. To me, Dame was the problem now, because if he would have came out 4 years ago, no one would have tripped, but he's missed his window now. Right. And it's like, if he would have came out years ago and linked up somewhere, like imagine he ends up in Philly a couple years ago, right? Imagine he ends up in Phoenix. Imagine he goes to Miami. Imagine instead of Kyle Lowry, imagine he, ends up on one of these teams. What if he, God forbid, ends up on the Clippers or something? But what I'm saying is, like, if he forced himself, like, what if he went to New York earlier? Like if a few years ago, like this is on him, because he didn't want to break character and he didn't want to go against the brand, and now he's stuck with it. And have fun, Portland.
That's you're right, man. Spot on there, man. He should have got out a long time ago. Now you wait, you got your money. Now you want to wait. Now you're stuck, right?
Yeah,
it's tough, man. It's tough. That's not that Mamba mentality, right?
No, it's not. So he just settled, and I think it kind of sucks that you wait until you get into your final supermax. You let the team sign Jeremy Grant. And they don't sign him unless they check in with Dame. It's like, hey, you want to play with him? Should we pay him? Yeah.
That's dirty.
Yeah, that's dirty. So now I think if had he told Portland, look, you can't find a trade that can make us better. We'll announce that we're amicably going to work together. That we're like separating, like mutual, like it was just a mutual decision.
Right.
Like they had the easiest out. But the second he played Portland and let them sign Grant, then Portland's like, oh, bro, we're not. That's, remember, like when that happened, we were in there, like in the DM, the private chat, and everybody was just, I'm like, guys, I'm telling you, he may end up there, but I'm telling you, two things. The only thing worse than a woman scorn is a GM scorn. I'll tell you that right now. I'm telling you that right now. And you publicly embarrass a franchise and a GM,
right? And
that's it's not the same situation, So it's not quite Harden. Because that's a whole different. My God, it's not pizza party tantrum Harden, but it's, which is, I don't know if you heard that. Oh my God, that one is.
No, I've been tied up. I haven't watched them yet, but I got.
Oh, I don't want to tell you the story. Just check that out, because when I heard that, I have to do this. I have to, because this was. Shout out to Trista Crick, man. That's my girl. But bro, you just when you get time, just it's hilarious. It's that petty, bro. It is that petty, but I'm here for it. I love it. The fact that this is like related to anything close to Chuck E. Cheese is amazing. So it's like it's incredible. But But as I said, so Dame isn't there, right? And but now he wants again. He's still doing it, right? He said with Spears today, right? He's like, I'm not talking about Portland. Fool, you a part of the Trailblazers. How you not gonna talk about Portland? Yeah, so he's just
wow, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because he's holding a lot of stuff up, man. Like the Lakers 14th spot and so much other things, right? I'm trying to see what'll happen because something will that happens. Some guys will probably get let go. If that trade has to be expanded to 3 or 4 teams. So again, shout out to Rob. Not moving fast. It's August. We're gonna need to have the 14th guy now.
Got till October 2nd.
Right. So let's see how it plays out, man. But yeah, man, it's the NBA, man. It's crazy, right?
It sure is, man. Sure, I'm excited.
I'm a football guy, a WWE guy, but the drama in the NBA just keeps pulling you in, right?
Yeah, I'm a big base. I'm baseball. I'm NBA. I'm NFL, NBA, and baseball. I'm big into baseball. You know what I mean? Baseball was my first love, and then that strike, and again, like Lakers. Once I saw purple and gold, I just never turned back, right? But I still. You see me on Twitter. I'm a stats guy. And there's no bigger stats sport than baseball. So I love me some baseball, and the Dodgers are really good right now. So it's Mookie Betts is my guy. So it's a fun one. I'm looking forward to you joining the team next year, though, man. I'm looking forward to you, coming over. I'm looking forward to you coming to the red, white, and blue, to the boys in blue.
That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Now I've been riding with them forever, man.
No, I get it. But Artie Ring reminds me of the McCourt years with the Dodgers. I couldn't rock with him. I couldn't. Like, an owner can really kill your interest in the team, man.
Yeah, man. And I didn't about had it, man. And
come on down.
Shohei can't pitch anymore this year. So he's only been swinging the bat. So he has a tear in his I think
it's UCL, right?
Yeah. So
that sucks.
Not going to pitch anymore. And again, it's just like you're wasting these guys, man. I sat through this, wasted all that time, years and years, decades with Mike Trout, right? Yep. And before Shohei came, Trout was that guy, right?
Yep.
No one compared besides your boy Mookie Betts. He was the only thing.
Well, the Angels have had the best player in baseball for going on the combination of Trout and Ohtani for going on 10 years. They've had the best every year. They've had the best player in baseball, and they have nothing. Not forget winning the World Series. They didn't get close to competing in one.
Exactly, man. We're at the bottom in that division. You got Houston right in that division. We know, with those cheaters done. But other than that, you had like the A's above us, right? Like, come on,
come on, yeah.
The A's are. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They pay their players with EBT. Come on, man. You can't have a team. I've never seen a more broke franchise. That's so crazy, man. Like, why won't they sell? Like, it's just
heading to Vegas, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's
the same owner or what?
Yeah, the league should take that team from them because that's insane. It sucks to see a team like the A's move. You know what I mean?
LeBron should buy him, because he wants to do the basketball in Vegas. He could do
but I mean, I wish they stayed in Oakland. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you don't. It's like Seattle, right? Seattle never should have lost the Sonics. Never.
That stadium, they can't get a stadium up there.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like they'll be back there. I guarantee there'll still be a team in Seattle inside 5 years. So
I'm talking about
A's. The A's
staying in Oakland.
Yeah, they can't get a stadium. I know it sucks. So I mean, they need to move to the other, move to Frisco. But I mean, there's money on that side. You know what I mean? But that's what the Warriors did. I mean, the Warriors were Oakland the whole time, Right. And now, because they called themselves Golden State, technically it's California, right? They're like when it was the California Angels. So it's like technically the Warriors aren't a quote unquote Bay Area team. They're technically a California team, right? Right. So it's crazy, but
yeah, we'll see how it plays out, man. But yeah, man, it's like I said, that might be the straw. You get a Shohei Ohtani and you lose him. That might be it for me, man.
No, I got you. I just want to thank you for letting me pull up, Lord. I've been wanting to come up here like for a while. And I got to if I neglect my pup anymore, he's going to destroy some furniture. So
Yeah, we
So,
can't get on as much as I be planning to get on, but I'm trying to save it for the season. Got some
oh
good
yeah, no doubt. I have the same struggle, bro. I have the same struggle. Like I've been trying to get mine on,
That's
so
all
I can
you
do
posted.
mine.
That's all you had a nice little week. I saw
Yeah,
it.
I got a nice little run right now. That's because I had some time, but eventually the time when the time disappears again, it's hard to be. You know what it is, man.
Right,
It's hard to be consistent. But like I love doing it. I want to continue to do it, and I have a lot of fun.
right,
So
right.
it's
We got the
just making
season coming up,
time
so we'll definitely have you here. I'll get over there, and of
for
course
sure.
we'll definitely pull up on Dan. And yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. It's an honor. I've been trying to get you guys on, and you pull up on Mama Day. It doesn't get any better than that, man. So make sure you guys follow my guy Empire Jeff TV. The man is great. The man is the future of YouTube. So
Too,
yeah,
too
get on
kind.
that thing right now, man. Again, appreciate you, man. And enjoy the rest of your night.
No doubt. You have a good night, and I'll be in touch.
All right, all right, all
All right.
right. All right, so there it is, man. Mama Day 2024. We stayed on here a lot longer than we planned to do. But again, it's been a long day for me. Had that Bray Wyatt news, and if you guys don't know, I do have the wrestling channel over there, the Murphy family, WWE. So that's a much larger channel than over here. So that captures a lot of my attention here on YouTube. So when that news broke about Bray Wyatt, it's been a long day dealing with that stuff. But nevertheless, we had to get on here for Mamba Day. Yeah, like Empire Jeff said, man, this is something that we want to continue to do. We want this to be going. We want to be celebrating. We want it to get bigger and bigger year after year. 20 years from now, again, I got young kids, and I want to make sure my kids know who Kobe Bryant is, man. That's how important the guy was for me, and he's definitely a part of my DNA. So thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for pulling up, for sharing some of your moments, your finest Kobe Bryant moments. I love it, love it, love it, love all of them, man. You can't go wrong. 20 years, man. The guy was just great, and it's just, man, just great stuff, man. Again, the way Kobe can bring us all together, no matter the race, no matter the background, it's amazing. It's amazing, to have one man bring unify an entire city, unify an entire nation, if you will, Lakers nation, and you just unify all of us, right? Entire fan base, man. And yeah, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. So again, I appreciate all of you, and thanks for hanging out with me, man. Jeff and everybody else who was in here, some of the YouTubers, Eric Kwan, thanks for coming through. Big Baby, thanks for coming through. Lakers in 5, thanks for coming through. You guys see it scrolling down at the bottom of your screen. These are some of my favorite Lakers YouTubers. It's Lakers over everything over here. But as you see, a lot of these guys know NBA like the back of their hand, like a Jeff, right? I'm learning from him. He's taught me a lot this summer, right? So make sure you guys go ahead and follow all these guys, give all these guys a follow, and it's great stuff, man. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. And yeah, man, as we head on out of here, you guys have a blessed night, have a great night, and carry that Mamba mentality with you tomorrow. All right, when you walk into the office, or when you walk into the classroom, or whatever, carry that Mamba mentality with you out there, doing whatever you guys are doing. All right. Again, thank you guys for coming through. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold, baby. It is and always will be. Lakers over everything. LOE out. We're gonna go out with some Kobe.